Shalom, Yahshua, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba Hashem Harakah Kodash. We're blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwak that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse 16. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." Remain in the congregation of the dead. So that means that once upon a time, we all were a part of this congregation. Salat. Right? The word is the thing that brings us life. The understanding of the word is the thing that brings us life. Right? John 6:63, I bring this out all the time. Is the spirit of Salah. Matter of fact, let me just go there right quick. So John chapter 6, verse 63 says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." Right? The word is the life. The word is life. Right? It's the thing that brings us out of the congregation of the dead and brings us into the congregation of the saints, the congregation of life. Right? The understanding of the word. Right? It's the thing that brings us to life. So when you are being a light to the world like we are supposed to be, and darkness sees that light, that darkness is gonna buck against that light. Right? And it's going to ultimately lead to a persecution. Right? Scripture speaks about the persecution of the saints in Revelation chapter 12. Right? And the devil is going to make it so. Because this world is an alliance with wicked. Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? Scripture calls 2/3 of the Most High's people basically wicked, because they choose to do what the world says. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do, who was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. When he speaketh of a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it, if I'm not mistaken. That's how that goes. But the majority of the Most High's people, that's how they operate, and it's going to get to a point to where the Most High is going to unleash. Because Scripture also says the Most High chasteneth those that He loves. So those that He loves are the ones that suffer the most, because we're standing up for righteousness in a wicked world. But it's all for a payoff, right? Because Yahweh says He rewards those that seek after Him. So there's a reward at the end of all of this. And that's also why we get excited when we hear about end time prophecies unfolding before our eyes, because we understand that the prize is there. We got our eyes on the prize, and it looks like, it's close. So I'm saying all this to say, I'm making this quick. I'm saying all this to say, just like I said before, man, keep your head about yourself and make sure that you are able to maintain outside of this world. And how you do that is by leaning on the word. That's an exercise, right? Matter of fact, it may be kind of hard to look up in the 1611 because of how it's worded. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, let me see. There it is right there. Boom. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 10. Right, it says, "I have seen the travail which power hath given to the sons of men to be exercised in it." Right? To be exercised in something, man, you're going through trials and tribulations, but it's to make you better. It's just like actual exercise. Right? It's not a pleasant thing to exercise. It hurts. But they got a saying, it's called no pain, no gain. Right? So no pain, no entrance into the kingdom. Right? Because it has to be a painful journey, man. The Most High say you got to try his people as gold tried in the furnace. So we got to go through these things. But understand it's a reward at the end of all of this. So keep your mind about yourself and understand that all of your trials and tribulations equate to you entering into the kingdom. Just as long as you stay spiritual about things, and how you do that is, like I said, reverting back to the word. That's also why you study to show yourself approved. You get as much knowledge as you can seeped into your pores. Soak in as much understanding as you can, so that when those times come, right, you're not going to actually open up the book at the time of the tribulation. It's just going to be in you. Like, for instance, say you're driving on your way to work, right? Somebody cut you off, and they do it in such a way to where it's like it seems personal. You can't open up the Bible while you driving on the freeway and somebody done cut you off, and at that moment you pissed off. So that means that you got to dig into your spirit. You got to go into your mind and get into them scriptures that's in your mind to calm you down. And I'm not just saying it one time and then letting it be. I'm saying repetitively state the thing that you are supposed to be residing in, right? Scripture says, what is it? A man that controls his anger is greater than a man that conquers a city. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but that's one verse that you can use, right? For every situation, there's a precept for it, and if you don't know it, then you need to know it. You need to know it. You need to learn it so that you can have stability in wicked times, right? And these are the times that we are entering into. So, like I said, I wasn't gonna speak long, so I'm gonna end it with that, man. So, like I said, maintain your mind. Make sure that you keep your composure about things to the best of your ability, and let the Lord have it, man. Let Yahweh Shemi Hawashai have it, man. He said, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So let him have it, man. In all these things that happen on this earth. I know it's easier said than done, but like we just read, it's an exercise, right? Matter of fact, let me read this next verse. It says, he hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that power maketh from the beginning to the end, right? I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. So in this world, they have no goodness for real. The only good that they have is the thing that they have their heart set on, right? Like the cars and the whatevers. But ours is set on something so much more beautiful, so much more splendid, right? And there is good in us, right? So at the end of the day, matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 13. And also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of power, right? So our labor, we're going to get a reward for it. And just know that, right? Believe that, man. And just, live in that, right? So with that, Yahweh Shema Shai desire these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh Shema Shai Shema Rakakodash, Shalom Yashala.